What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about this leaked list of Kingdom Hearts worlds. Now, look, I feel like we're in deja vu here. I feel like we've done this before. It's not the same list. All jokes aside, we have talked about this before, a different leak, I think years ago, like 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's been a long time. We've been waiting on Kingdom Hearts 4 for eons. But no, we have a new list, 21 worlds. A lot. That is an incredible number. I want to go over it. I want to go over how we got this, and let's just kind of start there. It comes from 4chan. Now, here's the deal. I'm seeing a lot of back and forth in the Kingdom Hearts community. Look, I think we're skeptics by trade. I think that's a good thing. The interesting thing is this. When things come from 4chan, 98 out of 100 times, you write it off, right? You say there's no way. It's just people looking for, like, internet clout. And then, ironically enough, we kind of give it to them anyway, all right? So normally we say no to that. The thing is, with Kingdom Hearts, specifically Square Enix, Final Fantasy games, different elements to them have been leaked before. Kingdom Hearts 3 actually in particular, has gotten leaked parts of it before. And by the way, some of them have come from 4chan. So the thing is, I don't want to say 100 out of 100 4chan posts are fake, because they're not. There are a couple that are real. And then the weird thing is, with Square Enix, with Kingdom Hearts, with Final Fantasy, sometimes they can be real. I mean, again, this far out. Now, I want to start it off this way, right? I don't want to give you guys all this false hope. You believe what you want to believe. If you want to believe this list, great. If you don't want to believe it, that's also cool. I'm kind of mixed. I think it's an interesting list that's very diverse, but it's also not hitting everything that I wanted it to hit, and at the same time hitting things that I didn't expect it to hit. So would I take it? I probably would take it, but I don't know. I mean, I think we're still years out. We know how they did this with, like, Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, we might have to wait a couple more years and, like, 10 trailers in order to know all the worlds, right? I mean, they did a pretty nice way of rolling it out with Kingdom Hearts 3, with doing, like, those world trailers. I thought was really, really cool. I don't know if they're going to do that again, but, we don't even know when this game is going to freaking come out, okay? We're still left in the dark. So they say there is an online server where an internal, reliable insider, and I like how reliable is in quotations, as if that helps their case, I guess, within the Square Enix team, has shared some information about Missing Link prior to the cancelization of this game. Recently, this Square Enix source has shared this screenshot of an internal document showing the list of possible worlds. The insider clarifies that this is the list of worlds was the initial one during the early stages of this game's development. Because the current development differs a lot from this list, he stresses that Disney demanded that the IPs of those worlds have to pass WDC's quality values. In early Square Enix and Walt Disney Company meetings, the Square Enix team provides a list of films they would like to include in the next Kingdom Hearts project, and Disney gives their preliminary go-ahead. In the following meetings, it's decided whether that world will be confirmed if the scenario design is suitable for Disney. So just pausing there for a few quick seconds, right? I mean, look, this is what you would write if you're telling the truth, and this is also what you would write if you're telling a lie, right? And you're trying to deceive everybody online. I mean, it's definitely some fancy talk. It's a person that they claim has, like, had stuff in the past. Now, the one thing I will look at or kind of dissect, I guess, a little bit is, so they say this is a screenshot of the internal document. So this picture that I'm going to show, and we'll talk about all the worlds, I don't think, okay, let me just start here. I really don't think you would write it like this, all right? Maybe that's getting too nitpicky, but look, you're claiming that these are the worlds of Kingdom Hearts 4. That's a pretty big deal to me. So if you're going to do that, and I'm supposed to believe you, I don't know, like in the Square Enix database, this is how you type out the worlds. I don't know. It just feels weird to me. I'll tell you this in case I didn't say this already, by the way. I don't really believe this, okay? There's a chance for sure, but I'm leaning no on all of this stuff. So, all right, let's show you the picture. Let's see what we got here. So we got the final world, Quadratum, the Mysterious Tower, Underworld, Moana. Now, here's the deal. 6, 13, and 16, people have done a little bit of digging there. It's the Princess and the Frog, Brave, and Wally, okay? So that's 6, 13, and 17. Then we got Wreck-It Ralph, which is like 4 of them, which is an odd situation. So we got 4 Wreck-It Ralph worlds in Game Central Station, Niceland, Cybug Sector, and Candy Kingdom. You got Zootopia, Metroville, Inside World, Land of the Dead, Galaxy World, Scala Ad Column, Radiant Garden, Destiny Island, and then this mysterious 21. I would call it the final world if that already wasn't a thing, right? Because it is, literally, there is a final world. So I imagine if this is real, 21, this is like the final whatever it is, the final planet, right? That you're not going to give the name to. The issue, okay, well, again, doing a little bit of deep dive. If this is like their database and like somebody took a picture of this, why would that world not have a name to it, right? Like, wouldn't they all just have names because they're not afraid of it leaking? If they were afraid of it leaking, all of them would have leaked, right? It doesn't really matter. So I don't know. That's one thing, I guess, against it. Second thing is, so you got 21 worlds and 4 of them are Wreck-It Ralph. That's an odd one. Now, like I said, I mean, like, you want them to hit certain things. I want them to hit certain things. You're sacrificing some stuff. Like, you have new ones, okay? You have Zootopia, you have Inside Out, you have Coco, you have, Moana. Moana is one we've talked about in the past, right? If you actually go back to, like, right after Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and I made all these videos about future worlds that I would like, we talked specifically about Moana. So you have some new stuff, and that's cool. You always want new stuff. You're going back. I mean, like, the Mysterious Tower, right? So there's one. Underworld, so another, like, Hercules type, Hades, right? Which makes sense because, that's one with, like, Donald and Goofy, right? They're searching for Sora. They might reach Hades to try to, like, figure out where he is. Like Quadratum, obviously that's going to be there. Galaxy World, I imagine that's Star Wars. I guess it could be something else, like maybe a Toy Story or Buzz Lightyear type thing. But when I think of Galaxy, I think of Star Wars, Galaxy far, far away. So that's one that I would really, really like. But I don't know. I feel like, Winnie the Pooh isn't here, like that world, and that's kind of a classic. I never really expected pirates again, but to be fair, I didn't expect pirates in Kingdom Hearts 3, and they did it, right? They did at World's End. Nomura is specifically a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. I wonder if they would do On Stranger Tides, but based off this, I guess they wouldn't, right? So, you're taking some new ones, you're going back to some ones that have kind of been classics, but at the same time, you're also, I guess, because of you have like the Radiant Gardens and Destiny Island, so you have a lot of the repeating ones and ones in the lore, so you're gonna have to give up on some, right? So like Monsters Inc. was a one-time deal, or Frozen from Kingdom Hearts 3, right? That was a one-time deal. So I don't know, like I could buy it. Again, some of them I want, like Moana, I think freaking rocks. Like, that is a really, really cool idea. I think Coco is a really good. I think WALL-E is a really, really good one as well. Although WALL-E, I don't know. Again, like, they're kind of doubling up. Like, you're gonna have kind of a space thing, and then you have Star Wars, and then Wreck-It Ralph, you have 4 places. Now, maybe it's one big Wreck-It Ralph world, kind of like they did in 3, I guess, and then you could have 4 different zones to it. Like, I guess that's one way of that making sense. But why is that the only one that's broken up into 4, I guess, is kind of what I don't understand. So it's definitely interesting. Like, again, would I take it? I think I would probably take it. I would give this like a solid, like a C+. I don't know what that's in a number score. I think this is like a good 6.5 out of 10 list. Like, it's safe. It's in line. I think people had said, actually, that we're kind of also dissecting this. This feels like kind of like a fan fiction, like if you were to just write it out. So I don't know. I'm conflicted. I would probably take it, but I mean, like, okay, like point blank, if I had to take it, would I? Probably yes. And then, do I believe it point blank? Probably no. I think that's where I would stand on it, at least right now. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.